So now we're in the process of putting up all our fence panels. We're using Hogwire 34-inch high, 16-foot long galvanized panels, nailing them up with barbed staples. And we're doing this mostly because of our cute little puppies here that like to run around the yard. So the hardest part about this was grabbing a panel, trying to balance it between the slope and getting it to sit straight. As you can see here, I have to struggle just a little bit to keep it upright while I get that first staple in. So the fencing panels have a little bit of bend to them, but I don't find it to be a big deal. I'm going to come back after the panels are on and install 2x6s in between the posts and then nail the panels onto the 2x6s, making the panels nice and strong up top. And then we're probably going to add a little dirt to the bottom since the panels aren't going to rot out or anything, to prevent the dogs from digging under too much. Maybe some gravel. We'll have to see as time goes by what we can add to make it easier for our dogs to stay in the yard. So a funny story, when I first got these panels, I got 30 of them from Tractor Supply, and I just rolled up in my 8-foot bed F-150, and I didn't have a plan as to how I was going to carry them, so we just put them all in the back with the tailgate down, and they just hung down onto the parking lot. And the dude there at Tractor Supply was so mad. I'm like, dude, this is probably the dumbest thing you've seen all day, right? He's like, oh yeah, I probably owe you a drink at this point, right? Like, oh yeah. So we ended up taking off 15 panels. Some other guy came out, lifted up all the panels. There was 3 of us guys lifting up 15 panels, and we stuck some logs under it, which kind of lifted them off the road about a foot, and it was still super floppy and janky. I had about an 8-mile drive home, and they were still like flopping all over, and at one point they actually fell off the logs and were dragging on the road, so I had to pull over into the Burger King parking lot and then pick them up by myself and strap them down again. But hey, we got them home eventually, and here we are putting them up, so it all worked out. So you'll notice that I kind of overlap the ends of the panels a little bit, and they stick out. It's no big deal to me, really. As you can see, this is a corner post here, and I don't want to have the 16-foot panel hanging off the corner. So what I did is actually nailed it off and then used bolt cutters to cut off the remaining section of it so I could use it for a smaller section on another part of the fence. And then I just finish off the rest of the fence, doing the same thing I did here. They go up pretty easy. So in the next video, I'm gonna finish off the fence by adding some top rails and finish off the gate, cut off the tops of the posts, give it a real polished look.